Good evening, race fans, and welcome to SpeedZone TV's broadcast for Roughneck Racing's James Wagner's Welding Truck Series. That's pretty hard to roll off the tongue the first time out. We're here for race number 1 at Atlanta Speedway. These guys are kicking off a brand new season, and we're going to be bringing you the action live tonight on SpeedZone TV. So stay tuned as it gets all settled up and settled in. But yeah, we're bringing a full action-packed season for these guys. I'm expecting some great racing. These guys have been around for now 6 seasons. They generally got newer drivers kicking off, so hoping to see a lot of respectful and clean racing on the track. But you know, like I said, we're here for 12 races. We're kicking off tonight. Just take a quick look at the schedule while they're gridding up. Is that, you know, we're at Old Atlanta Motor Speedway today for 100 laps. Next week, we're going to Bristol, then off to Chicagoland and Daytona, Phoenix, Iowa Auto Club, Talladega, Nashville, Charlotte Motor Speedway, North Wilkesboro, one of my favorite places, in Kansas. You know, lots of good racing here for Season 6. I'm excited. Let's get excited. We're just gridding up, so let's see how the field is shaking down tonight. So these guys just qualified. They're going to do their pace lap. So right now on the pole, we're looking at Dale Adamson. P2 is Jimmy Pilon. P3, Mark Morton. P4, Larry Farman. P5, Daniel Love. P6, Adam Sprinkle. P7, Jake P. We won't try to pronounce that right now. P8, Johnny Hurst. P9, James Wagner himself, the sponsor. P10, Jeff Scott. P11, Jeremy Cooper. And P12 is Tim Richardson. We got quite a few cars in the field tonight, so we'll be panning through all of them, trying to bring you the action and get it all sorted out. So we're just coming to the green on the pace lap here, on board with that 46 machine of Adamson. Well, the pace car ducks in here. Gonna get a good launch as they go down into turn 1. Pilon gets a good run on the outside. And I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a balancing of grooves here. But the outside groove is likely to be one of the dominant grooves, and you're going to want to stop runs to those drivers. But, you know, with 100 laps on the docket tonight, it's likely that you're going to see a mix of strategies, people who charge hard, and then some other people who want to save and conserve tires. And we got a caution out already. So we'll take you to our SpeedZone TV instant replay and see what we can find here. 1 second while I cue that up here. It's looking like we're just seeing like a little solo spin by Ryan Hunter here. Not much to show you guys, but we'll get back to live action. So a very uneventful first caution. Not something that I would like to see right away. But it is what it is. So good job by piloting the 29 machine in that Ally truck that has now just took the lead away from Adamson, our pole sitter. He's going to be a fast one to watch. Tonight we have 24 drivers in the field for the Wagoner's Welding Truck Series, and a lot of racing left with 97 laps to go. As we pace around here, I'm just going to roll our commercial, and it isn't without our sponsor tonight. This Roughneck Racing League for Season 6 wouldn't be rolling this series for you guys to watch tonight, so we'll just take a second and cue this up.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
And they're setting to double up the field right now. Island's electing to take the high side on the restart. Interesting strategy. We'll have to watch that as the night progresses to see who is taking what line on these restarts. Going down the backstretch, getting ready to take the green. Long caution laps here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. This is the old configuration, very different than the newer one that is available on iRacing. Very different racing, very different strategies. We're going to have to see how these drivers hold up through the night. Pace car's ducked in. Finally gets a great start on the outside, leaving Morton sleeping. Move back a couple cars, check on Sprinkle here. 77 machine. These drivers look like they're going to start to fan out and single out. Oh, we got a spinner inside wall. No caution came out for that heavy contact. It's looking like the 48 machine of Jake P. Heavy contact with that inside wall, but they're going to keep going. Get back up with the action. Back on board with Sprinkle here. Oh, another truck getting loose on the exit of turn 2 as they go down the backstretch. Good battle for the lead right now. Morton is putting pressure on Pylon. It's looking low going into turn 1 as they go through the dog. It's going to try to complete the pass here. Pylon doesn't appear to be fighting too tough. Great job. Great clean pass. No challenge back from Morton, and he's going to set the second fastest lap. Looked like the last time around, one of the Wagners was cooking. Take a little bit look further back in the 38 machine of Jeff Scott. Nice looking truck we got here. Scott's currently in P8. Up 2 positions from where he started. With Hawkins in his rear view. Doesn't leave a lot of room to make decisions. These guys are going pretty dang fast as they go down that backstretch into the turn 3. Caution is out. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here on SpeedZone TV. Doesn't look like anything catastrophic, but this is going to be good for Ursula to get into the pits. One second while we cue that up for you here on SpeedZone TV. On board with Ryan Hunter. Here we go, race fans. On board with Ryan Hunter and in replay here. Just in the middle of the groove there, and you can see that the truck starts to get yawed out. The 40 machine of Isgrig. Great job. Well, Hunter is just in a 4-wheel slide with that wheel cranked. Hunter almost gathers it up here, but looks like he overcorrects and slides up to the outside wall, waiting for carnage to ensue. But these Wagoner's Welding Truck Series drivers do a great job of avoidance as Hunter walks it into the wall with it seemingly to be some heavy rear damage. Tough break for Hunter there, and in his car getting all bunkered up, you know. But as we did that, a few drivers came into the pits there. Jake P was one of them. But you know, these guys only have 3 extra sets of tires tonight. The fuel window is not going to allow them to take tires this early. So you know, we're going to want to conserve our tires and make sure that we're doing a good job of staying up front, staying on the right strategy here. Crossing the line under caution at 12 laps. Pylon is still your leader. It looks like Morton was one of the pit takers here. It's likely that those block of cars went in to top up for fuel so they could run just a slightly different strategy for fuel, as it's, to me, and it's not very advantageous right now to take a set of tires this early on. Two by two, we're going green next time by. Take a look at these leaders. See how they fire off. Adamson started on the pole, gave it up to Pylon. Pylon's elected for the outside again here. Got Fairman and Love in behind them with Sprinkle and Wagner, the 30 machine. Pylon gets a great start once again. Great job here. A little carnage further back. We'll check on the 83 machine of Liam Beebe. Taking a tight line to the bottom side of the track. Making it work, making it stick. Doing a great job here. These guys are fanning out, starting to get single file. Back up front here. Milan has slipped back 2 spots as Adamson and Fairman have gotten around him. With the 71 machine of Love looking on the inside as well as they dart down the backstretch going into turn 3. Ticking the laps down, lap 16 on the counter. Single file down the backstretch. Looks like these guys are all settling down. Whole field is within not too far of each other here. Showing the top 20 cars within 7 seconds of each other. Quite impressive. Some great battles here for the lead as we're watching Fairman chase down Adamson on the outside coming out of turn 4. He's got a good run. Canadian Tire on his truck. You don't see too many of those trucks around here. Great job by all these drivers for the Wagoner's Welding Truck Series as they're fanning out, running their race, letting it come to them. Fairman's looking on the inside, can't mount a run up as they go through the dog leg. '99 machine making good time, but these leaders, this group all the way up in the top 10 are turning around similar lap times in and around 31.4s, 31.5s. And then outside of the top 10, it starts to fall off a little bit. Fairman brushes the wall. Pylon makes a move underneath, followed by Love, running him door to door down the stretch there. Take a little bit look further back here. Now on board Spelcher's machine. 10 truck. Currently sitting in 13th position as he's battling with the 83 of Beebe and the 3 of Hurst. Lots of clean racing, 20 laps in, coming to the line for 22. Going to see likely some pitch strategies start soon, I would say within the next 10 laps or so, because at old Atlanta, well, a super speedway, you're typically running full out, so you're not, you're really going to see a pit window in around like 27-ish, 30 laps at most with that caution coming out. Battle up front here. Looks like Fairman's starting to fall off, and Wagoner is getting a run on Fairman as they go through the dog leg. He's going to look to his inside here going into turn 1. Gets a good run on the bottom. Looks like he's going to be able to complete that pass on the exit of 2. Go a little bit further back. 38 machine, Jeff Scott, we've been with him before already tonight. Making that high line work as he's on the outside of Barker. Gets a good run down the front stretch, but Barker's going to have the edge going into turn 1. 84 machine, Hawkins is going to start to look to make a move as well. Ooh, we got a slider. Leave that. Not sure, a little bit further back. Couldn't find that truck, so I was clicking around trying to find it for you guys. So race number 1, SpeedZone TV tonight for the Wagoner's Welding Truck Series. They have 12 races, season 6 for these guys. Great show so far, 25 laps in of 100. 3 tire sets remaining. We've seen a couple pit for fuel, but not much other action than that, than a solo spin that brought out a caution, and we've had great racing since. Fairman is continuing to just drift back, so I'm not really sure if it's strategy or if he's worn the tires a little bit more than expected. Barker's going to make the move on the inside of 2. Likely start to beat him down the backstretch. Good battle here for in and around the 11th position. Back on board with Spelcher in the 10 truck. It's Hunter and Presley, and I believe Mama Spelcher as well. 50 machine Tate doing a good job of holding the high line with Hearst on the bottom in the 3 truck as they go into turn 3. Hunter's looking to make it 3 wide on the exit of 4. 50 machine backs out and gives up the lane. Hunter, you know, must have used up that quick repair because he's not showing any signs of slowing down right now as he makes the outside groove work. .38 machine darts off the track there. Looks like Jeff Scott got a little bit loose. Back up with our leader. It's been silent for him. Dale Adamson thrown down quick laps, 32.5s. Everyone else is in the 6s. There's about a half-tenth or more faster than the 29 machine of Pylon, followed by Love, who's just a second back of Adamson. It's going to be interesting to see once these guys roll into the pits what their strategy is and how they could, you know, possibly make up some time or track position on some of the other cars. So, you know, currently looking at the 24 cars, majority of them, top 20, are all within about 10 seconds of each other, 15 seconds of each other, and just making it work. Adamson doing a good job running that high side, running close to the wall. That's one of the things that you're going to want to do at Atlanta is run that other groove. Make the most of it. Sporting the race, EPI.com. Putting on a show for the fans on SpeedZone TV. Just give you an idea of lap times here. It's just that the lap previous, Pylon was a touch quicker, but then you see Adamson, the current lap is 10th quicker. Now they're dead even, right? So they're really just trading a slight bit of time, and Pylon isn't gaining too much each lap. So good job by both drivers just pacing each other. Pylon's only about a half-tenth back, so there's lots of time with 68 laps to go. Gonna look a little bit further back in with Hawkins. currently sitting in the P8 position. Making a good run as he drives down into turn 1. A lot of these drivers are electing to run the middle groove through both ends. Gets a little loose live on SpeedZone TV. We watch it. He's fighting that truck. Gains it up nice. Showing Jeff Scott's got a meatball flag. He might have lost it here. Go ahead and we'll take a look as he comes down the pit roads. Looks like he got in some trouble with some heavy damage there. We'll go back to live action as he rolls through the pits. Fortunately, he slides his box. We'll pop up back to the leaders. Adamson has done a good job of checking out from Pylon. Is now sitting a second ahead of him. 35 in. Full course yellow. Not seeing anyone off pace. Just seeing the yellow come out. Not seeing any cars with damage. Not sure. But, you know, you're likely going to see everyone just duck in for pits. Right meow. This is going to definitely take the strategy out of it. We're under the third caution tonight for Roughneck Racing's James Welder. Dang, I'm going to get it right before the end of the night. Roughneck Racing's James Wagner's Welding Truck Series. We're at Atlanta tonight for race number 1 in their 12 race series. Rolling into the box is going to be key for Adamson if he wants to beat Pylon out. Same with Love and Wagner, who's currently sitting in 5th. It looks like Hunter's elected to stay out. See the race off pit road here. 4 tires for both drivers on the camera. Adamson's going to get away, no problem. Go with our leader here. Hunter did not elect to pit. Might have taken tires from his earlier incident and is electing to stay out. You know, with the fall off of tires, that's going to be an interesting strategy because if you remember before the caution, we were looking at lap times of around 31 seconds. Or sorry, 32 seconds, 32.5s and whatnot. Hunter wasn't quite running the same lap times as Adamson, as you can see on the screen there. But Old Atlanta is known for its tire wear and not being able to, you know, save your tires and run as long as you possibly can is going to be definitely an issue for Hunter, as these group of drivers are going to have all fresh rubbers stickers on them still. These guys are one to go and they're trying to shuffle through the lap cars to get it sorted out here. Like they're still figuring it out as they come down into turn 3. Not much time to go before that pace truck's gonna duck in. Looks like it's been extended. Or another lap here. Dale Adamson elected to go for a splash of fuel. And he gave up his track position. We're going to have to watch him to see if he's able to make it back through the field. Gutsy call, but you know, these drivers might be on the strategy of being able to make it on one more stop. And that little splash of fuel might just be that little edge. It's going to be critical on this restart here for Hunter is to make sure that he's not spitting any tires and causing a checkup on the field. All these drivers around him have a substantially different pitch strategy. Pace car is in. Spins the tires. Tough break for Hunter. He is off the racing surface. There is no caution flag. Get back up front here, see what's going on. Island, Wagner, and Love, 1, 2, 3 as they enter turn 3. "41 laps down, almost halfway." Wagner looking to the inside of Pylon. Excellent run off the high side of the corner as both drivers duck down to the bottom. Good battle down the dog leg into turn 1. Take a look at some of the other drivers sitting on board P7 right now with Barker. He's up eight positions tonight, turning great laps. We got contact with the 40 machine, Isgrig, and the 48 machine of Jake Briselia. Caution is out. I have to go back and take a look at what exactly happened with these two drivers. Second while we get that queued up for you guys. All right, here it is on your SpeedZone TV instant replay on board with the 48 machine of Jake P. See what happens here. Exiting turn 2. 48 starts to go into a slide. The 40 machine, unfortunately, just doesn't have time to react, doesn't have much time to really even see what's going on, because it's almost a blind spot as the 48 machine starts to hook. Looks like no carnage for the 48 machine as he's able to get it woed up. Just in the midst of all that wasn't even a caution, so we're still under green as Wagner's taking the lead, followed by Love on the outside. And a tight battle here. Not sure what happened with Pylon and how he gave up the lead, but taking a look with Love, we'll take a look at his cockpit, see how he's rolling around the track. Look at his wheel inputs here. Big run on the high side. He's going to look low on Wagner. Good run into turn 3. 71 machine powered by Ford Performance, getting it done on the bottom side. Wagoner doesn't put up a huge fight, and that's probably a good strategy at this point here. Take a look at the battle for P5 between Sprinkle and Fairman. Chasing it down into turn one. Fairman in the 99 machine starts in hard under Sprinkle with Hurst following underneath. Hurst not able to complete the pass, and that 99 machine will be successful down the backstretch into turn three. Back up with our leaders here. Wagoner is on Love's bumper, only 2/10 back, with Pylan also 2/10 back of him. The three of them have set out about a second in front of the rest of the field, with Hawkins in fourth, Fairman in fifth, Hurst in sixth, Barker in seventh, Sprinkle in eighth, Spelcher in ninth, and Presley in 10th. There's looking like a good battle here for 10th. Let's take a look at that. '17 machine of Presley with Adamson on his outside. He, remember from earlier, as they come halfway to the race, he elected to take a splash of fuel. Adamson's going to get it done on the outside going into turn one. And Hurst has completed a pass on Fairman, or they're battling. Fairman gets a little loose on the high side, and Hurst is able to react, and that's the 96 machine of Barker in behind. These guys are fighting hard here. Great job by Hurst and Fairman as they run deep into turn three. Fairman is not given a lot of room. That 88 machine is making a move as well. Hurst finally makes a good run on the inside of Fairman. '88 machine Morton, we saw him earlier. He's a lap down right now. Battling hard with lead lap cars. Sprinkle in behind Barker as they look to put some pressure on Fairman. You can see they're running that seam, or above that seam, going into both ends of the corners. Sprinkle gets a little loose on the exit of two. Able to keep it gathered up and keep going. .54 laps to go. Just cooking away. Time's ticking down. 45 left, and you know, we're gonna start to see who's been able to manage their tires the best and start to make moves. Fairman in the wall, able to gather it up. Take a look back up front. 1 second here. Love is only 2/10 behind Hyland. Take a look at his onboard here. Watch his wheel inputs as he goes down the backstretch into turn 3. Off the throttle. Looking at the higher seam there. Wheels pretty straight. Good job getting out. Let's take a look at him as he goes into turn 1, and then we'll switch to Pilot for turn 3. Slow car on the bottom, he's off the racing surface. Good driving by Love. Take a look at Pilot now, same view. This will be a little bit more turn in down to the center, but straightens it up as he comes down to the dog leg, down through the dog leg into turn 1. We'll take a look at turn 2, nice and smooth as well. Looks like we're seeing some drivers come into the pits. See if we can grab one of them for you guys here. We've talked about him tonight a little bit. We got Hawkins on the screen in that 84 truck. He's currently under a pit stop alongside the 13 machine of Ramsey, but I think he might be a little bit more unfortunately damaged, but we'll have to see what happens here. Back up with our leaders. Pylan separated himself out a little bit, almost 7/10 in front of the field. With Adamson 4 seconds behind him, so he's done a great job of making his way through the field just so he can get his track position back. Barker P4 right now. Looking like that 84 machine might have had a mechanical issue because he is still on pit road. Unfortunate exit for Hawkins. We're still showing 20 cars in the race. Although a few laps down, some of them. But nonetheless, still 20 cars. Showing a crash, but no caution. Take a look at it here. Not sure what happened. Caution is out now. Not sure if we needed to see that caution. Take a little bit longer of a look at what happened exactly, as we saw Sprinkle backwards on the track. So take a look at our SpeedZone TV instant replay. See what we see here. On board with Sprinkle, I believe that's Barker on the outside for you guys. Take a look at this. Everyone's going to start to duck down into the pits. That was an 83 machine of BB, sorry, not Barker. Comes down and just tags Sprinkle. Sprinkle almost saves it. Heavy contact with the wall. BB as well, heavy contact with the wall. And I'm showing a meatball flag. Unfortunate break for 77. He was having a great run tonight. And we'll have to check in. You know, these drivers have a fast repair. They've gone through one set of tires. They got 2 more sets of tires. So you're likely going to be seeing everyone come in the pits right now and bolt on a set of tires. Bylan rolling in with Love in behind him. Watch their pit entry here. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Both of them qualified up front. Right sides are done. Left sides are up for both drivers. Barker almost beats out Adamson. That'll be your top four right now. Pylon, Love, Adamson, Barker, and in fifth position, I'm showing Hurst. Good battle for these drivers. A lot of these guys are supporting the Wagoner's Welding. Hats off to them, putting on a great show so far. 36 laps left. We're race one tonight for Roughneck Racing's Wagoner's Welding Truck Series at Old Atlanta Superspeedway. Under our fourth caution tonight. Haven't seen too much carnage, just some unfortunate incidents that have shooken up the field. So, just while we're under pace here, take a second to roll our commercial and give a shout out to Wagoner's Welding for sponsoring this Roughneck Racing Series Season 6 for these guys.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
Some of these drivers are probably going to be needing Wagoner's services to stitch up their trucks from some of the cautions and crashes we saw. Looks like they do some great work down in North Carolina. And if you're ever in the area and need something done, be sure to reach out to them. They're the ones that are making it possible for SpeedZone TV to be here tonight and bring you the action for race one at Old Atlanta. Back under green, Pylon gets a great start once again on the outside, leaving Love with no love, and Barker's going to follow him through on the high side. So we'll just move back a little bit just to see what's going on here. Adamson has made his way back up to front in P4 and led a lot of the race tonight. But with that pit stop, it throws his pit strategy kind of out the window because everyone's on the same full tank of fuel and fresh tires. This is your battle for second, third, and fourth. On board with Barker and the 96 machine. He's on the outside. Love's on the bottom. These guys are fighting hard right now, wanting that track position. It's been interesting to see tonight is that the variety of lines that are available to these drivers and how, you know, Old Atlanta can giveth and taketh away, because we've seen people get loose on the edge of the turns and have to wheel that thing. Adamson's working hard on that wheel. Gets a good run off of 4 under Barker. He's going to have the edge going into turn 1. We'll see if he can make it stick. Looks like he's going to carry a lot of speed and charge almost ahead of Love. Is he going to clear? He's going to clear in front of Love. That was a 2-truck pass in one corner. Approaching lap 70, so 31 laps to go when they cross the line. Adamson's not looking to take, I don't know, I guess it's a reverse. Like, he's not saving any hostages tonight. He was tires of the hostages, I don't even know. But he is on the hunt as he looks under Pylon out of the exit of 2. Pylon pushes him down to turn 3 a little bit. He's going to complete the pass almost effortlessly. Great battle here for the lead. Gonna have to watch how this ticks down even a little bit more. Let's see what type of fighting we get between these few drivers here. Island looks like he's trying to mount a charge back up under Adamson. We haven't checked on him any tonight, but we're looking at the 2 machine of Richardson. Up 3 positions, so he started 12th tonight. Putting on a good show for the fans. He's about 3.5 seconds back from the leaders. 0.6 back from Spelcher is in front of him, and what was it, 0.8 back from Wagoner. Showing that we had a slow car on the track there, but no caution came out. Island is challenging Adamson here for the lead. Running that high side. And these laps are just ticking down. Not sure what the move is here. Good battle here. We'll go to the 71 machine of Love, who's currently under pressure by Fairman. We've talked about him a little bit tonight. Not much contest from Fairman, but Love is starting to look and move on Barker, trying to get a run. Pylan's starting to fall back a little bit from Adamson in 3/10. $25 laps to go for you viewers tonight on SpeedZone TV. Barker touches the wall, a little bit of sparks fly for you. We're here at Roughneck Racing's Wagner's Welding Truck Series for race number 1 at Old Atlanta Motor Speedway. These guys are going to be around for a 12-race series, and tonight you're catching the live action for the first race, where these drivers are going to look to set themselves apart from one another and start to claim the stakes on the championship. You know, this is a challenging track to drive and get it done at. Oh, contact into the wall, looks like for Fairman. Heavy right front damage there as he shot into the wall. He's trying to get that thing woed up, and it looks like down into the pits because it's likely shot out a toe link or something. Tough break for him. Not really sure with the contact there. Maybe we'll just take a second and roll it back for you guys so we could get a better look. SpeedZone TV instant replay. Let's take a look on Fairman's truck here. It looks like he's got loose here. Oh, just got loose. So we saw it a few times tonight. He was able to gather it up and keep others out of harm's way. So good job on Fairman for making that work. Back up with our leaders now. Pylan is 3/10 back of Adamson. Love, Hurst, and Barker are about a second and a half back from these two. And it looks like Presley is not too far back in sixth place, who's 3/10 back from Barker. Spelcher in 7th. Richardson in 8th. Wagner in 9th. And Cooper in 10th. 21 laps to go. And Adamson is not letting off the loud pedal as he rips down the backstretch into turn 3. '46 machine with the beautiful numbers, all shiny, doing a great job of looking good in the hot seat in P1 right now. Take a look at now the 66 machine of Feidler in his Moza truck. Moza Toyota. Mosey on over. Doing a good job of holding his line there as it goes down through the dogleg into turn 1. See if we can catch some battles for you. P7 looks like Richardson just had made a pass, and Spelcher gets loose, tags the wall. We had to, so we just saw Freeman do this as well, right? So these guys are starting to wear their tires. I forget when they last pitted, to be honest. See if we can get that for you guys. Doesn't look like the damage has really affected him very much. Showing Tyler Manning has got a meatball flag. And Hurst is under fire from Presley. Let's take a look at here. This is a battle for 4th and 5th position. As you can see right now, everyone is on the same or similar pitch strategy. Under fire. Hurst and Presley battle going into turn 1. Presley wants the outside and isn't able to make it stick. He's going to come back up on your screen here and try to cross him over on the exit of 2. Hurst gets a little loose. That wiggle could cost him as Barker's in tight with Presley. He's looking low here. 15 laps to go. I don't know where these laps are going, but they're getting done, that's for sure. Barker's going to try to follow suit on Hurst going into 1, and Barker is going to make it stick by the looks of it. Great run. Nice clean racing. Presley's able to make the pass. Barker follows through. Hurst is just left a little bit behind. Saw some smoke there, but didn't see where it came from actually. Back up with our leaders here. Dale Adamson has checked out of the field. A second lead on Pylon with Love in 3rd. Presley 4th, Barker 5th, Hurst 6th, Richardson 7th. Cooper 8th, Tate 9th, and 10th is Spelcher. Got a battle here for... Looks like it happened already, though. with Fielder and the 66 machine. And it looks like Wagoner. Those guys are pretty neck and neck, only 0.3 apart. "11 laps to go, race fans. SpeedZone TV bringing you the action tonight for Roughneck Racing's Wagner's Welding Truck Series. Race number 1 at Atlanta. 100 laps on the docket. We saw 4 cautions tonight. Nothing too crazy. Some tire degradation happened. We've seen some drivers slide around, able to, save it and get it done for the most part. We started with 24 cars. We currently got 19 left, with only 13 being on the lead lap. So it's, a caution comes out, strategy can come into play. But, these drivers are all pretty much single file from here on out. 10 laps to go, and the person we've talked about a lot tonight is Adamson, who's just been really dominant tonight. Not sure if Pylon has anything left for him. 0.8 back. Did he save a little bit in the tank? Is there going to be a battle? Old Atlanta is known for its tire attrition. Take a look at the leaders' lap times as they cross the line. 1/10 the previous lap, half a tenth this completed lap. 8 laps to go. If he gets enough of the draft, Pylon could be in contention here. Next battle we're seeing on the screen, we'll just check into it for a second, is the battle for 4th and 5th. Presley and Barker only 0.3 apart. Not very much separating them. Presley gets a little loose on the exit, but we're primarily single file just about everywhere. Back up with our leaders, see what the lap times were from the last time. Looks like Pylon lost almost a little bit of time that he gained over the last 2 laps and lost a little bit more again. Adamson's manning about ooh, tough break for Adamson. Scrubs the wall, loses 0.4 of time. Pylon gets a big run. 0.3 back, 0.2 back. Oh, tough break. Pylon's got an excellent run. 6 laps to go. We're going to have a show here, race fans. SpeedZone TV, Roughneck Racing. Looks like Pylon had a little trouble himself as he brushed the wall. He's getting challenged from the 27 car Hunter, who is a few laps down. And just like that, Pylon's run is all gone away. He's now fallen back 0.7. Take a look at Hunter. See if he gives our leader a rough time with only 4 laps to go. Showing an accident on the track for Spelcher. I'm not seeing a caution just yet. The leaders are coming up on him. You can see the smoke show on the bottom of the screen. I think Adamson is rubbing the wall again. Tough break. Back up with Adamson. Tough break for Spelcher. 3 laps to go. Not much to show you guys at home. This is looking like Adamson might have cashed his check already. Just putting in his time, opening up the lead to 1 second. Two laps to go. Take the white flag next time by. The race will become official. There will be no green-white checkers possible. Greg yields to our leader, that 40 truck. And that's it. The race is official. Adamson's just checking out. Turn 4, down the dog leg. That's going to be our winner tonight. Adamson, as he's crossing the line, followed by Hyland, P2, Love, P3, Presley, P4, Barker, P5, Hurst, P6, Cooper, P7, Richardson, P8, Tate, P9, Feidler, P10, Wagner, 11th, Scott, 12th, Fairman, 13th, Spelcher suffered some damage, was able to get it done, but hats off to these drivers tonight for Roughneck Racing, James Wagner's Welding Truck Series, and just getting it done for race number 1 at Old Atlanta. Great racing tonight. Not very many cautions. We'll see what we have in a second here as we'll run our commercial for our sponsor tonight, Wagner's Welding. They're a Truck Series sponsor for Roughneck Racing. So we'll just take 1 second and cue this up, and then we'll start to look for some driver interviews.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
Awesome, and we're back here. So let's just take a second and we'll roll back through some of the footage here before we grab some of these driver interviews and have a chance to speak with them, see what their strategies were and whatnot. Awesome. All right. So showing that we've got one person ready for an interview here. We'll go ahead and grab our race winner tonight, Dale Adamson.
My name is Jeff.
What's going on, Dale? How are you tonight? Congratulations on your win.
Thank you. Hold on, let me turn down the broadcast because I do like watching the race when I'm racing. But first and foremost, I want to thank you for the broadcast.
Heck yeah. Thanks, brother.
So I'm gonna try and keep this short and sweet. So my race run was kind of interesting because we did a practice and it was 131 track temp, which it was kind of a mistake, but we ran this, did a little 1 hour practice with this, and it felt better to us in general as a group. Everybody ran well to their full potential, if not better than what they thought. The battle there for the top 3 was good. you know, it was all about trying to maintain your tires and seeing whose truck was the fastest there at the end. I thought Jimmy was gonna, battle me there hard and, not give it up for the lead type thing, but it
Yeah,
went
I watched that too, Dale, and I was thinking, did Jimmy pocket a little bit of tire on you? And I saw you brush the wall there at the end, and then it looked like the following lap he brushed the wall because he was right on you with like 2/10 and had momentum, and then I think he pushed a little too hard and brushed the wall again himself.
yeah, that was those last few laps. I kind of made a mistake because I wasn't paying attention and I was trying something different, but I regathered it and stopped. What was you call it? Daydreaming, and I kept it all together for those last 5 laps and got a P1 out of it here tonight at Atlanta.
Yeah, heck yeah. One thing I want to ask you is that earlier on the run, we were going through, I think a caution came out. We went through a pit cycle. You elected to pit a second time. Were you just contemplating a fuel strategy there over others?
To be honest, yes, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna have enough fuel to make it there for at least one more stop or a little mid stop somewhere in between to make it towards the end with like 30, actually 35 or 30-ish laps to go, and I was gonna go in there and pit and make it all the way, but I guess it kind of helped me, kind of not, but it was
Yeah.
interesting to see if it did, but
Yeah.
fortunately it did not.
Yeah, I think if the race had stayed green, it would have been a little bit different, right? Because if you're bolting on tires and you have to take more fuel, then that fuel could be the difference of, that second or two. And you had made up most of the time. I think you were only 3 or 4 seconds back when that caution came out. So you did a good job of managing your way through the field. So, hats off to you. You put on a great show tonight for everyone that's going to watch the broadcast. And, I'm happy to be here as a host tonight and saw some great racing from you guys. Is there anything that anyone you'd like to thank and give a shout out to before we kick you out of the booth tonight?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you, even though it's first race of the season and first time you being broadcaster and whatnot for Truck Series. Not sure if you were last season, but want to obviously, like I said, thank you. Thank James Wagner Welding. I'm obviously gonna get that right at some point as well.
Me too,
Um,
buddy.
all in together with the James Wagner Welding, Roughneck Racing. These guys put on a great, practice to get these guys, even newcomers, better. We had some new people over the recruitment season, off season wise, and we got some great upcoming drivers. Hopefully, they'll come out and practice with us more and learn a lot. I want to thank obviously the sponsor that's on my truck, Race EPI. They are unfortunately a open setup shop for all your setup shop needs and stuff like that. Driver coaching, you name it, they probably have it. And want to thank obviously my team that I race for here, Roughneck Racing, and also my family and friends. So yeah,
Great
that's
job.
it.
Yeah, great job. And, thanks for the shout out. And, hats off to Race EPI. They made you look fast in that super fancy truck tonight, even though it is a fixed series. And I look forward to interviewing you again, Dale, and seeing you race. You did a great job at managing those tires tonight because old Atlanta is not everyone's friend, as we saw through the race tonight. So thank you for taking the time to hop up in the booth and hope to see you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, race fans. We will take a look at the results tonight one more time and see how that looks. So just rounding out our finish for tonight, we just spoke with the man himself, Dale Adamson. Heck of a performance. He was our winner tonight for Roughneck Racing. We saw Pylon couldn't mount up a good strong finish at the end. He fell to about a second behind, and led a lot of laps. Notable P2 finish for him. Daniel Love in P3 71 machine, a lot of airtime for him. Presley as well, great run in that 44 machine. Barker 96 machine and P5. Hurst P6. A lot of camera time for those 4, 5, and 6 as well. We didn't talk about him too much, but he did have a great finish as Cooper. Don't recall spending too much time on him in P7. Richardson in P8. Tate P9. Fielder in P10. We spent a little time with that 66 machine. Wagner in P11. Scott P12. Fairman, unfortunate finish for him. We saw him hook the wall at the end as he got loose out of 2. Spelcher 14th. Hunter 15th. Is Greg 16th. Theresa Spelcher 17th. Sprinkle in 18th. And there was a few more after that, but we'll check the standings next race. It's going to be a heck of a points battle this year, I think. We got a 12 race series. We're off to, where are we off to next week? Pull that up for you guys here. We're going to Bristol Motor Speedway. I love that place. Half-mile high bank track, 150 laps there for Roughneck Racing's James Wagner's Welding Truck Series. Trucks will put on a great show there. We're a SpeedZone TV that brought you the action tonight. I'm Robert Warrens. I'll be signing off. Thank you for tuning in. Share this with your friends, your family. Get it out there. You guys put on a heck of a show at Roughneck Racing, and we'll be bringing you more action next Wednesday night at about 7:30 p.m. EST. Thanks again for tuning in, and have a great night, everyone.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.